Goal.
Just beats me. Jeremy Combs. Gilliard, yo! Breaking ankles. Barkley ahead. Oh, at the buzzer. What can they do? On one to the finish. Five seconds to go. Speed towards the basket for two.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mama Stadium in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. ABL Season 2023, Season 11, hashtag back for more. Tonight, the game is between the Saigon Heat and the Coolie Bangkok Tigers. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim, and Chang Kai Meng, aka Meng on the mic, aka Meng, who is our friendly analyst for today. And we as commentators, like you, the fans of ASEAN Basketball League, are super excited about this game tonight. Meng, the Saigon Heat look like they are in deadly form against a team who's trying to find their confidence, the Coolie Bangkok Tigers.
Yes, of course, great to be here. First of all, Ben, great to be here at the ABL. But Saigon Heat has been on a tear so far in the ABL 2023 season. They are 6-2 in the season so far, whereas the Bangkok Tigers are only 1-7 as they look to overturn their fortune so far with 2 new imports, I've heard.
That's right, and Saigon Heat at the moment on back-to-back losses, but they'll be really looking to, 2 wins at the moment, but their record was, win-win, loss, and they experienced some losses in Batam, the second invitational, just a fortnight ago, and they'll really be kicking themselves after losing to the Singapore Slingers by 1 point after leading for most of that game.
Oh, losing to someone below you in the team standings is never an ideal thing. But, Saigon Heat still tied first in the standings so far.
So that is the standings at the moment. NS Matrix on fire with 6 consecutive wins, undefeated in the Batam Invitational. They lost 2 games, one against Saigon and one against Singapore by a very narrow margin in Singapore, which was the first invitational at the start of the year. Don't forget, the first invitational was in Singapore. That was at the first week of the new year. And then 2 weeks ago was in Batam, Indonesia. The third leg in Malaysia. And in the next couple of weeks will be in Saigon. And then the playoffs in early March.
Exactly. And Ben, you were at the Batam circuit. What can you tell us from the games that has been held over there?
Oh, the games were absolutely amazing. Really tight. Hong Kong came into the Batam Invitational undefeated, and then on the first night they lost to the very fancy Macau Black Bears, led by I Wade and Daquan, the really 2 very talented imports, and Jenning Leung, who is an outstanding local shooter for the Black Bears team, the Macau Black Bears team. So very talented, and then all of a sudden looking for consistency at the moment. So that was the situation in Batam.
Yeah, of course, and we won't be seeing Macau Black Bears play today. We will be seeing Saigon Heat playing against the Bangkok Tigers right now at 6 p.m. And what was supposed to be a 6 p.m. game, but it has been delayed slightly. We will find out the reasons for you a little bit later. But Ben will be going down to the court to do a pre-game interview there with one of the Saigon Heat players. Don't go missing anything right now, as Ben looks ready to do that in just a little bit right now.
Thanks very much. Stars of the Saigon Heat. Evan, welcome to Malaysia. What's it like to be right here in the home of Malaysian basketball, Maba Stadium?
Feels good to be out here and be able to play what I love to do.
Now, you guys were a little bit inconsistent in Batam, very consistent in Singapore. What needs to be done to get that consistency back right here? Because we are at the business end of the tournament.
Just to continue to play like ourselves. We're going to have bumps in the road, but it all depends on us and how we handle those situations. And I think we have handled those situations the right way.
And final question, the brand of basketball that Saigon Heat want to execute right here in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur.
Yes, sir. I always want to execute and win games. That's the main goal.
Win at all costs and win all games. That's the word from Evan Gilliard from the Saigon Heat. Back to you, Meng.
Thank you very much, Ben. And that was the interview with Evan Gilliard. You know, they just want to execute. They want to make it to the playoffs. I do see Ben ready with another player right here. Ben is with Wutipong Dasom from the Bangkok Tigers. Oh, I've just been given a signal to just go on. We won't be doing the pre-game interview with Wutipong Dasom as the game is slightly delayed and will want to go on. So Saigon Heat versus Bangkok Tigers coming up next. And we do want to take a look at the keys to the game right here. Saigon Heat currently tied first in the ABL 2023, 6-2 record, while the Bangkok Tigers are 1-7 in the league so far. Saigon Heat, third worst team in terms of team rebounding, only 34.8, and Bangkok Tigers just slightly better with 35.8 rebounds per game. Second best defense in the league though for Saigon Heat, and that will be Bangkok Tigers' Achilles heel right here, as they do have the second worst defense in the league so far.
That has to hurt when you say second worst defense, but I did speak to their team manager, Ice, about how they're going to stop this man here, Jr. Holder. He's one of the trees that can play two-way basketball.
Of course, and you know, he's an excellent catch-and-shoot marksman. 20 points last time out against Bangkok Tigers, 6 rebounds, and 50% from outside the arc.
And that extremely outstanding player. A lot of talent right here. And we're just going to go over to our MC, Ayman, who's going to announce the players right now. Over to you, Ayman. And that is our two teams. Thank you very much, Aiman. Aiman will be our master of ceremonies and sound DJ for this whole tournament right here in Malaysia. Meng, our referees, play a big part in every game.
Of course. And you know, we have a familiar face right here, Nelson Chan. Chan Ho-Xiong is the crew chief for the game. Garcia Jonard from Philippines is the next one, as well as Sanggara Swara Yogo from Indonesia is umpire too.
Well, Nelson Chan, he's known as the principal because he is a school principal by day, basketball referee by night. Actually, he's a global basketball referee, very strict, and he doesn't take any lip from any of the players. This is one of the imports here for the Bangkok team. Yes, he is. His mother is from Laos and his father is from Cambodia. His name is Jose New Chat Tapong. So
Yes.
a very nice guy, speaks fluent English, and he's a very good guy.
Yeah, you know, Jose, you know, his name just seems Thai already, you know. If
Super Thai.
I was surprised that he was not a Thai player right there. But, you know, Jose is a really good shooter, a wing guy, one of the leading scorers for the for the Bangkok Tigers right here. And I think he will look to repeat his performance.
Well, he does, but I'll be very honest with you right here, Meng, and all our viewers. The Bangkok Tigers, they're really hurting with confidence at the moment. They've just had a change in coach, and that change in coach was in Batam, so they've got some confidence to do. So Jose has got a big job right here if he's going to go up against JR Holder, one of the best offensive players in this season's competition, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you can see the player matchup right there. You know, very similar stats between the two wingmen. 19.8 points, 15 points for Jose. And Jose doing it all as well. 6 rebounds and 5.3 assists per game as well, you know. So an all-around player, Jose is.
That's right. And don't forget the Cooley Bangkok Tigers team, they switched their imports, William Freeman and Augustus Lewis Stone Jr. So I really can't wait to watch these two guys play. They're very young, you know, 25, and you know, one is 20. William Freeman is 25, and Augustus is also very young. So really hot talent at the moment, and this is the beauty of the ASEAN Basketball League. You know, you cannot expect one team to be the same forever. There will be adjustments, and the Saigon Heat have not made any adjustments, but the Cooley Bangkok Tigers have.
Yeah, and you know, William Freeman, they just added an elite big man right there, 6'8", all the way from Germany, if I'm not wrong.
Well, he played in Germany. He's actually from Washington, D.C., and he's a big Carmelo Anthony fan. And the man right there, with a lot of passion, that's Ice, their general manager and team manager. A very young guy, but a very passionate guy. He's, you know, not even 30, and he's got the experience of many good leaders. And that is the starting five right here for the Saigon Heat team. No surprise, Jeremy Combs, you got Mr. Wiggle, Kwajang, JR, and then you got Hassan Thomas and Evan Gilead, the dynamic point guard. You know, a lot of these imports for the Saigon Heat, they were contenders for NBA drafts in respective years. Here's the starting lineup for the Cooley Bangkok Tigers. We've got two Dasom brothers, Frankie and Wutipong. We got Jose, we got obviously William Freeman, and we got Augustus.
Yeah, you know, and immediately the two imports slotting in to the starting lineup there for Bangkok Tigers. So we'll be looking forward to the performance tonight.
Well, a big shout out to all our fans in Vietnam, Xin Chào, which means hello to all in the great Vietnamese language, and Samri Kap to all our viewers in Thailand. Two great Southeast Asian nations, very proud with sporting heritage and tradition, playing the great game of basketball. Combs, guarded by Dasum, handoff, Gilead drives to the tin, open invitation at the rim, easy two for Evan Gilead.
That was a tough start there for Bangkok Tigers. The lane just opened up to a left-handed player as well in Evan Gilead.
Oh, what a splash right there from the outside. And what did we say? That's what they were brought in for. That's Augustus Lewis Stone Jr. We're just going to call him Augustus. And his nickname is Gigi. Mid-range, misses. Frankie Dasum. He knows Malaysia well. He knows Maba well. Great defense by Hassan Thomas. Off the outlet pass to Gilead. Blows by Dasum. Wide open for the triple. Couldn't put it down. Good rebound Oh, good defense right there by the big Jose.
Yeah, you know, and going back to that previous play, that's what Hassan Thomas is on there for defense. But Jeremy Combs attacking aggressively there, attracting the foul there on the layup.
Well, that's what he can do. Wide open for the three. Couldn't put it away, but gets his own miss. And there is the man they call K. A lot of these guys have nicknames, and we've done our research, everyone. We've met up with them. We've had coffee with them. You know, they're really nice people. Very, very nice people. I can say across the board, all the ABL athletes are the most humble, friendly, nice guys you'll ever meet. And we're all here because of one thing: we love basketball. But at the end of the day, it's right now. It's not about friendship. It's about winning. So which team can get the W? At the moment, Saigon Heat trail by 1 point. GG on the drive. GG lost the handle, but they get it back. Off the glass and in. Great recovery there by Freeman as he cleans it up and goes in for the 2.
A lot of times luck plays a part in how the play turns out as well. So William Freeman there just picking up the loose ball and knocking down the easy 2.
Well, getting good open looks. There's an open look right there and puts it away right there. Jeremy combs it from the outside.
Exactly, you know, and one thing you got to be aware of this Saigon Heat starting 5 is every single one of their starters has the capability to knock it down from deep.
GG, he is playing quarterback today. Dasum. Here's Freeman. Tries to do a Euro with a floater, and that is a wonderful floater in the lane.
Yeah, and you know, his size with his release point on that floater. What a block there by Wutipong Dasum as well.
Well, he knows how to block him. Just ask Moala Tautua, who got rejected by Dasum in the ABL Finals of 2014. Frankie, no. Here comes K. Kwajang, good pass. Dish, drive. They've got the big trees. The big trees will attack the rim. So the interior defense of the Bangkok Tigers really needs to be tightened up, Ming, in my opinion.
Yeah, but the thing is that you say big trees, but they're not extremely big. They're not the biggest guy on the court. You know. They're pretty big, but they're no Amir Williams. They're no Ryan. They're no CJ Geddes. They're no big guys.
Off the putback and the score right there. And it is a very interesting game. This is a very different Bangkok Tigers from the Batam Invitational. And good on them. Back for more. Hashtag. Don't forget, everybody, subscribe and follow our social media handles. Around and in. Jeremy Combs having a great game at the moment with 7 points. He's got most of the production for the Saigon Heat team. Frankie, step back triple. Puts it away through and true for the 3.
Yeah, and you know he can hit that. He was the Major Basketball League 3-point shootout champion in the 2022 season.
Well, Hassan Thomas says, I'm feeling a lot of that love that Frankie Dasum is shooting, so anything you can do, I can do as well.
I know, right? Ben, is there going to be an all-star game in this ABL season?
Well, we are calling for it. That's what all the fans are talking about. What do you fans think? Please tell us what you think on our social media handles. GG, thinking about the step back, working on JR. Good dish, Dasum! Wutipong Dasum sticks it in for the 2. And very productive start for the Cooley Bangkok Tigers. They just cooled off the Saigon Heat. Early days yet though, but the Saigon Heat, such a talented team, and the Tigers are taking it to the Heat.
Yes, exactly like you say, it's too early to tell yet, but Bangkok Tigers have been doing well. They've been attacking well, and you know, the imports have slotted in perfectly into the team, contributing almost you know, an instant effect to how they play.
Very much so, and you know what? I'm really proud of the Bangkok Tigers team, because you should have seen them after Bataming. There were tails between their legs, trying to lift their confidence. You know, they were looking for a better tomorrow, and they made some adjustments, and you know, they've got down here, and they've really taken it to Matt Van Pelt's Saigon Heat, who are the favorites for this game. And I've seen some of the fans on ABL Facebook, Saigon Heat Facebook, some believe that the Saigon Heat could go all the way in the playoffs.
Well, I mean, they've done well so far in the regular season, and you know, the Bangkok Tigers. I spoke to the coach earlier, and he mentioned that playoffs is still a goal for the Bangkok Tigers.
Oh no, nothing is a foregone conclusion at the moment, everyone. It is early days yet. Don't forget, after this leg, we go to Saigon, and then in early March, we will go to the playoffs. The destination of the playoffs has not been announced yet, but we will be announcing it on our ASEAN Basketball League website and our ASEAN Basketball League social media platforms. Follow us if you haven't done so already. We are on YouTube, we are on Facebook. Instagram sidestep, miss. Tries to go for the rebound. Good rebound right there by the Cooley Bangkok Tigers. Here comes Gigi. Tries the lane. Oh, that is courage personified by Mr. Augustus Lewis Stone.
Exactly, Augustus Stone having a heart of stone right there, just taking it all the way to the rim. But Jarius Holder comes back with a basket of himself.
Well, he told me just call him JR.
JR.
Yeah, I know you wanted to call him Kareem because he's so big. But you know what? All due respect to Mr. Abdul Jabbar. Thomas, good pass, wide open for the three. Lands it in the tin once again. He is on fire right now, Saigon Heat style. Jeremy Combs really nailing those shots from the outside.
Yeah, what did I say about the 5-out formation? You know, Saigon Heat starting 5, all of them able to hit the tree.
Off the fake, and he will get 2 shots. Frankie Dasum, who played as an import here in Malaysia just in December last year. And look at this pump fake drive off the glass. He almost got the bucket and one, but he will get 2 shots from the stripe to shoot for free.
Yeah, I do think that that the defender was slightly moving when Frankie Dasum released his shot.
Frankie Dasum comes from a very large family of the Dasum family. Kevin Dasum, Wutipong Dasum, Frankie Dasum. Very educated family. You know, Wutipong with an MBA and specializing in finance. And Frankie, a basketball coach in an international school. And coach, like, educator of the game for young children in Thailand. 17 apiece at the moment. Here's Combs. For options, Gilliard. He's always 1 yard ahead of everybody else. Great pass up. Good defense by Wutipong Dasum. Here comes Freeman. Pass, shoots for the triple. Bang! Great shot right there by Mr. Jose Yuchatapong.
Yeah, and you know, the awareness to make that extra pass, realizing that his teammate was open there, and Jose just knocked it down.
3-second call. Yep, they're going to be very strict on that. And you can just see the referees counting with their hand. So it is going to be Cooley Bangkok Tigers. Sorry, I made a mistake earlier. Just check that. It's Yuchatapong. Sorry, Bong. My mistake to Jose, and my apologies to Jose.
Exactly, and you can see right now, Ben, that Saigon Heat needs more scoring from other players. 10 points coming from just Jeremy Combs itself.
That's right, and they got to spread it out a little bit more. You know, they've got some good shooters. Vo Kim Ban, number 11, and they've got Win Vuven, number 12. You know, long, tall players with long range, with good range from the outside and the mid-range as well. So Tigers up by 5 points.
And on that play right there just now, you can see Wutipong Dasum has been everywhere today, although he did not get that block right there, but he has been on the defensive, everywhere on the defensive end.
Well,
today.
that's his strength. He's one of the longer, taller local players of the Bangkok team. And don't forget, Meng, he's an ABL champion. He's an ABL champion from 2014 with Piapong Pirun and Bandit Lakan and a few other Thai players, and Chang Ring Rangrun. These are good local Thai players who have contributed so much to the ABL story when our league first started in season 2009-2010. And Frankie Dasum wants to make history of his own in Malaysia, in Batam, in Singapore, in Saigon, and wherever the playoffs are held. I'm going to travel, to be honest. Yep, that is Principal Nelson makes the call.
No, that was good defense by the Bangkok Tigers there, forcing Evan Gilliard right. He is a left-handed player primarily, so forcing him right might, you know, reduce the options that he has.
Well, that's good tactics by Coach Jokapat from the Thailand coaching staff. Neutralize Evan because Evan is the real quarterback facilitator of this team. Everything runs through him in terms of the plays.
And you know, just as Bangkok Tigers did well on the defensive side of the ball, a silly play right there by Jose, driving into 5 guys right there.
He should have kicked. I mean, but he's playing with confidence. I spoke to him before the game. He's a very nice guy, confident. He said, look, I'm very confident we can get the win and we can really have a good Malaysia tournament. So that's what they're looking for. The past is the past. Batam and Singapore are in the history books. They want to make the playoff. Screen there by Win-Win.
Yes,
sorry, couldn't get the floater right there. Here comes GG. GG handles the ball well. Look at that. And poked it out right there. Poked it away right there by JR.
Yeah. And you know, just these first few plays that I've seen from GG, he's always looking to drive baseline on the right.
Well, he's a ball handler, you know, and that's what they were missing. Oh, foot on the line. Bit unlucky right there, but that's what they were missing in Batam. You know, that real ball handler who could really orchestrate the play. What they were doing in Batam was transition. Try to box out for the rebound with their bigs like Wutipong and Jose and Afnan. And also, you know, they're bigger players. And wide open, take, and the make right there. JR Holder, you cannot leave the Saigon Heat open on the perimeter because they will punish you, but they are 5 points down right here. Frankie, he's the point guard, drives. Wooty tried to go in for the tip. Here comes Evan. Good pass, dish, fires, miss, won't go. Tried to get the rebound and then the putback. GG blows by. There's a foul right there, and in my opinion, that's a good foul.
Yeah, no, definitely. There was a frantic 2-3 possessions right there by both teams. Both teams not exactly choosing the best shot to go down.
That's a very good point, man, because any good coach would tell you, take good shots. Just because you have an open look doesn't mean you can get it. Off the cross-court pass, dancing, driving, attacking. Yes! Sinks it in right there. Mr. Augustus Lewis Stone, a.k.a. the GG man.
Man, for someone that size to have that kind of handle, that's going to be tough to defend, man.
That's sick, and that's really, really cool. In the lane. Off the glass and in. That's a really, really good move right there by Win-Win Phu Ven. He's a good shooter also, Phu Ven, from the outside. Long, lanky player. He's got some experience about him on Vietnam national teams. In the lane, attacks, and one!
Did not know.
Jose, New Chat Tap Vong, no fear. Look at this.
Oh, the double clutch to lay that ball in amidst the contact there. Jose just taking this game into his own hands.
Did you see that hang time? It was absolutely brilliant to watch.
Man, and you know, Jose, the last time they faced Saigon Heat, I do think it was the last game they played in the Batam circuit. Jose had 19 points in that game.
No, he's a good player. Don't forget, he is an import. He grew up in the United States. He grew up in Maine. And he played a lot of basketball in the Thai Basketball League. A very experienced local player. I hope he's going to be around here for a while. He's 30 years of age, playing a great age. Can he split the 2 defenders? He splits 2 defenders right there. And that is Mr. Jeremy Combs already with 12 points.
You know, Jeremy Combs reminds me of NBA player Jeremy Grant. He's a tweener, 4'5", you know, can defend the 4, can defend the 5. He has handles, can attack out of post as well. And Jeremy Combs has that exact same skill set.
Freeman with the turnaround too. Won't go, but tries to get it back. And good hustle by both teams at the moment. Don't you just love that combative play with 10.4 seconds to go? It is 29-24 in favor of the Bangkok Tigers. What an electric start we've had to this game, mate.
Yeah, you know, and in that transition right there, William Freeman was complaining a little bit about the referee, and he's got to get used to the standards of refereeing here in the ASEAN Basketball League.
That's right. As I say, just drive the lane, and he's driving the lane right there with a left-handed layup to get the final basket of this quarter. Fantastic stuff right here by both teams at the end of the first period. Cooley, Bangkok Tigers 29, Saigon Heat 26.
Yeah, and you know, Evan Gilliard had the last laugh right there, but Bangkok Tigers still leading by 3 points.
Let's have a look at some of the highlights right here. And welcome back, everyone, to our game between the Bangkok Tigers and the Saigon Heat. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim, and Ming on the mic, our friendly analyst, all the way from Maba Stadium in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. The third invitational of the ASEAN Basketball League Season 2013, Season 11. Hashtag back for more. Follow us on our social media handles. If you haven't done so already, we are on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Tell us who your favorite player is. Tell us about your opinion of the game, and we will try to read out your comments. Dasum lands it in the tin. Frankie Dasum, he's really building the lead right here for the Bangkok Tigers.
And you know what? He is 100% from beyond the arc at the moment, 3 for 3.
No surprise right there. He is a great shooter. And you know what? He may not be the biggest guy in the world, but he's got hustle about him. He also does a bit of gym instructor work back in Thailand and some conditioning, so he knows what it's like to get in the gym, muscle up, and really really be physical with the opponent. Right here. Jose from the outside, off the fake. Thought about the handoff, looking for an open look for the two. There it is. Couldn't get the two in. He sends it, couldn't score it. Pass half court right here. And he was about to attack and lift off right there. And Saigon still playing catch up.
Yes, and that's great strip there by Augustus Stone. Timed it just right to avoid the foul call there. Protecting his basket as well.
Gilliard, man from Chicago, shoots from the wing. It's in right there. And what a big shot by Vo Kim Ban. He's one of their better local outside shooters. Really good guy as well. He taught me how to say thank you in Vietnamese, which is come ung. So he'll say come ung for that 3-point shot. Hand off. Frankie with a 3-pointer of his own. Knocks it down from the outside, from downtown. Frankie Dasum. He is the boss man of 3-ball land today.
Man, if there was ever a heat check That was a heat check right there by Frankie de Som.
Well, you need a cool check because this is the coolie Bangkok Tigers. How funny is that? One team cooling off the other team, especially from outside the arc, and some great shooting by both these two teams, Meng.
Yeah, definitely. You know, and Bangkok Tigers are just getting to their spot here. Another three-pointer goes up.
Oh, in and out on the three-point attempt right here. Gilead bringing it up, pushes it in transition. Great control. Oh, offensive foul called by, was a blocking foul right there.
Just like to correct that call right there. It does seem like it's an illegal screen. So win-win.
Which one, sorry?
Number 12 from Saigon Heat, win-win.
So Win Fu Ven. Just call him Fu Ven.
Do forgive us for butchering some of these names. We're trying our best here. Fu Ven was not set when you set that screen right there, and that's why they called it.
The referee called the blocking foul. Goes on the drive. GG! Oh, makes an adjustment in the air. The putback is good by William Freeman.
And wow, you know, the hustle of the Bangkok Tigers is something I've not seen so far, but I've seen that so much today. And that's contributing to their 8-point lead so far on the scoreboard.
Well, the threes are not going down for the trees of Saigon Heat, but it is the start of the second quarter. Saigon Heat don't want to get in a bit of a hole right here. Mid-range, the 18-footer, no good. They got to rebound a lot better than that, the Saigon Heat. Here comes Gilead. What can he set up on the drive? Gets close by one. Oh, Wooty Bong, access denied. Swats the Saigon Heat drive. Bounce, lost the handle. Gilead cleans it up. They've got Gilead to the rack. And no, but a rebound and the putback right there by Mr. J.R. Holder. And he gets a hold of that and puts it in for the deuce.
Like you said, you know, Bangkok Tigers relying on their defense right there, but just a little bit of butterfingers from Wulipong Dasom at going to the rim. And then that allowed the Saigon Heat to finish.
Well, the Bangkok Tigers need to do a better job in terms of getting those boards. They've got two guys at the moment doing all the work in terms of trying to get the boards, which is their imports, William Freeman and Augustus Lewis, aka Gigi. So timeout called right now by the coolie Bangkok Tigers. Saigon Heat only 4 points down. Timeout done, and as both teams come back on court, 6:14 to go before halftime. Man, this game has flown.
Yeah, I do agree with you. It is an interesting game here. Bangkok Tigers showing that they're capable of an upset here as well.
Well, they're taking on one of the favorites, but the good thing about ASEAN Basketball League season 2023 is that it is very, very even amongst the teams. Nobody is a standout favorite in the lane. Travel call right there, so the ball goes the other way in favor of the Saigon Heat.
Yeah, and you know, Bangkok Tigers number 33, Afnan Charsan.
Charun San.
Yeah. Charun San.
He's a dunking champion and he's Muslim.
Interesting. but he was not set right there, and foot just moved, and a good call by referee Nelson.
Cooley, Bangkok Tigers surveying off the fake, cross, drive, 3 in front. Needs to take a shot. Gotta watch that shot clock from the baseline. Short. Good hustle by Hassan Thomas right here. And they've got the numbers. Drives to the 10. Easy left-handed. Finishes with the lay right there. And Jeremy Combs showing why he's the player of the game. The leading scorer in this game with 16 points.
Yeah, you know, and on that play right there just now, Jeremy Combs defended the shot from Augustus Stone and then ran down the other end, pass fake, to get an open shot at the rim. Great hustle there by the big
they're very
man.
strong at that in general, but especially today, and they made some adjustments in terms of transitioning, because Matt Van Pelt, what he's done, he's read that the Cooley Bangkok Tigers, they've got 2 main rebounders, which is Freeman and Louis Stone Jr. And also Wutipong Da Sum, but you know, so he's saying, okay, they're not so disciplined in terms of getting those boards, so trying to win those boards. So everybody go up for the boards, transition very, very quickly, because they've got a lot of pace and speed, the Saigon Heat, to play that quick tempo transition game. Here's K right here, Huajang for the mid-range. Oh, banks it in right there. That's a great, great 2-point shot as he went in for the 2. And the bank is open on a Friday night in Maba Stadium.
Yes, and that too ties the game up, but it does seem that the Jeremy Combs and J.R. Holder are the only 2 players that seems to want to win the game for Saigon Heat.
Oh, there's a big statement right there, Meng. I think if the players heard you there when they're watching this, they'll say, what? What did he say?
I'm basing it on the scoreboard, Ben.
Okay, okay.
They're the only 2 players close to double digits at the moment for Saigon.
Well, I'm just teasing you as usual as a good friend, but you know what? The players will say, hey, you said that. I've had that before, but all in good fun. Off the fake, off the shoot, miss. Good rebound by K. K brings it up, Mr. Wiggle. Hassan Thomas, whose grandma is Vietnamese. And there's a blocking foul right there. Right. And it will be, let's have a look at this replay, Meng.
Yes, and you know, Charan San just unable to handle the all 6'8" of Jeremy Combs right there. Oh, sorry, Hassan Thomas right there driving to the rim.
Mun Ang Thomas for the 2. Couldn't get that to go. And again, they've got to try to win those boards. This is a 6-0 run right here by the Saigon Heat. So just like that, the Saigon Heat, because of rebounding, better rebounding than the Cooley Bangkok Tigers, they are 2 points in front.
Yeah, definitely rebounding, and the defense was something we talked about in the keys to the game so far. And so far, it has been coming true.
Good left, good spinning left hook shot there by Freeman. He was free, so he shot for free, and he stops that 6-0 run by the Saigon Heat. But it's all tied up right here. Stolen. Here they come. You goes to the rim. Oh, wonderful footwork, and the finish right there with a big smile on his face. Potential 3-point play coming up for William Freeman.
Yeah, and you can see right there on the replay, playing defense there, anticipating the pass, and then the Euro step. Now you see him, now you don't. Scoring the bucket, getting the foul as well. Mr. Wiggle's not happy with the call.
Absolutely, and he's a very friendly guy, William Freeman. He studied at Virginia State University, studied a sports management degree, and he wants to do his master's in sports management at Tusculum University in Tennessee. Ooh. So, very educated guy. And a big shout out to his mother, Vanessa Vedder, all the way back home. How are you, Vanessa? I hope you're well. Your son is a fine young man. You've done a great job raising him. Goes on the attack. And that, again, that interior defense. They hit right back. Hassan Thomas.
Yeah, you know, Hassan Thomas, not usually a guy they draw up plays for. He's someone who affects the game on the defensive side more. But, you know, showing that he can do so on the offensive end as well on that play.
You know, I love this game, man. 41-41. Who would have thought the second weakest team in the ASEAN Basketball League after stage 2 in Batam just a fortnight ago would be here mustering it, and at times leading it against a very talented Saigon Heat team.
Yeah, and Ben, you know, to their credit, Saigon Heat has not been on par with what we know they can do yet.
Oh yeah, they started this tournament absolutely well in Singapore. Let's have a look at this. Ming, talk us through.
Yes, and you know, Matt Van Pelt bringing on veteran Tim Waller. We saw Waller.
Yeah.
Tim Waller from the Saigon Heat. He's been a long-time player on that team. Brings a veteran presence.
Well,
But
he's the captain of this team.
yes, of
Yeah,
course. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Not today though. Today the captain is J.R. Holder.
Okay.
As he started the game.
He's the leader within the local players. He went to school in Vietnam. He went to school in Denmark. His father Jasper is from Denmark as well. He watches our local games. He was a import for the Adroit team for the Major Basketball League in December and November respectively in 2022, right here in Marbach Stadium. So he's a very, very nice guy. And a big shout out to his mother Van as well. Auntie Van, how are you, Auntie? Xin chào. Gilead. In the lane, Thomas. And one! Hassan Thomas. He just drove and just said, okay, nobody's going to D me up. Nobody's going to body up on me. I'll just attack it.
Now, you know, you see that's just a basic move there. The rip left, the fake left, and then the rip through all the way to the basket, finishing with his right hand.
But, Ming, did you see? There was 3 defenders of Cooley just looking at him, staring at him. Were they Hassan Thomas starstruck? You got to do a better job with defense. I love the offense of the Cooley Bangkok Tigers today, but they're letting Saigon back into the game by just, you know, slacking a bit slack on defense. No disrespect. They know they've got to do a much, much better job if they are going to get a W today. But early days yet. Jose with the ball fake. What's your thoughts there, man?
Not sure what happened there. Just a little bit of broken play. Jose tried the behind-the-back fake, but the ball was deflected, read well, and deflected by Tim Waller.
Waller.
Just
Just remember war, like we're going to war, and le, which most Malaysians say every day.
I remember Wally and then Waller.
No, Waller. Most people, he says everybody makes a mistake on his name. They call him Van Whale. It's Waller. Yeah. I'm going to test you every 5 minutes when he's got the ball. Shoots for the 3. Miss.
Oof.
Well, great rebound, but poked it out right there by
Hassan Thomas.
Well, that was poked out by a Bangkok defender right there.
My bad.
Yeah, it's okay, man. You know, my friend, I'm here to help you out. Hassan Thomas with a great game, though. In the lane, gotta watch. With the reverse. Oh, Tim Waller. Couldn't put the battle guns on that one. He's more of a defensive player. Very, very great. He's like that, you know, Bill Russell type. You know, gets, you know, blocks, turns it into, helps with the transition. He's not blessed with speed, but, you know, very smart basketball IQ player. His improved leaps and bounds. He's played in the Southeast Asian Games for the Vietnam national team, so he's really grown in stature, and he's been with the Saigon Heat for a long time.
I did speak with Coach Matt Van Pelt before the game, and I asked him about, you know, what role does Tim Waller play in the Saigon Heat, and he says that, you know, as a veteran presence, he knows how to do all the dirty stuff on the floor. He might not show up a lot in the score sheet.
No, he's not going to be a stats player that's going to get you 10 boards or whatever, but the minutes he gives you is very, very productive. He's a hard worker. He's a great product of the Vietnam Basketball League system.
Like, you can see he's ready to help already in the paint.
He's a smart guy, super smart, good basketball IQ. There's the D that we were talking about right there. Here's Evan, brings it up. Evan, what can he run right here? Open, but drives in the lane, lost the handle, gets it back. K drives the lane with the lefty and finishes with the left-handed layup. Mr. Hua Jiang, a.k.a. Mr. Wiggle.
I know, man. Mr. Wiggle is a nickname given to him because of his free throw routine.
He loves to wiggle. But my joke that I have with him, if he gets to the rim, he jiggles. So he loves that. He loves that line, and that line was created by him and I, and his permission, of course. I'm gonna watch the footwork.
I know.
Dasum, step back. And with a shot clock violation, but K brings it up. K will be coast to coast. No.
Great defense again there by Wulipong Dasom.
That's right. Here comes Gigi. Good defense by Saigon. Great tracking right there. And the great transition. They won the last shot. Gigi on the drive. Drives on Thomas. Step back for the two. Miss. And here comes Saigon. Heave it now. Ooh! Hits the iron but couldn't get the Maba bounce and roll to go in, but take nothing away from both teams, everybody. It is a fantastic first game right here. Stage 3, the Maba Invitational from Batam to Malaysia. At the moment, halftime score right here at Maba Stadium. Saigon Heat 46, Bangkok Tigers 45.
One-on-one. Shake ball. You do know this is my house, right? Yeah, it's my house too.
No one can compete. I just do what comes natural. Big time shot by Dino. This is what they came for.
athletic
Yes.
move, Isaiah with. And, oh, has to.
Oh, Darren Bassett says no.
Slam right there. Alex Smith. Oh! Go around, good press here. Stolen.
Rise up, boom!
With the alley. Oh! Oh, with his point guard skills, drives the lane, and a slam down right to the rim. Boom, shot the lock, Canadian slam. The beautiful lay attack. Down by Bartlett at the corner. What a shot!
Fast, Amen. Amen! And one.
Gets it. 2, 1, 3. And
Oh,
the athletic
yes.
move, Isaiah with. And oh, has to.
Oh, Darren Bassett says no.
Slam right there. Alex Smith. Oh! Go around, good press here. Stolen.
Rise up, boom!
With the alley. Oh! Oh, with his point guard skills, drives the lane, and a slam down right to the rim. Boom, shot the lock, Canadian slam. The beautiful lay attack. Down by Bartlett at the corner. What a shot!
Fast, Amen. Amen! And one.
Gets it. 2, 1, 3. And
Oh,
the athletic
yes.
move, Isaiah with. And oh, has to.
Oh, Darren Bassett says no.
Slam right there. Alex Smith. Oh! Go around, good press here. Stolen.
Rise up, boom!
With the alley. Oh! Oh, with his point guard skills, drives the lane, and a slam down right to the rim. Boom, shot the lock, Canadian slam. The beautiful lay attack. Down by Bartlett at the corner. What a shot!
Fast, Amen. Amen! And one.
Gets it. 2, 1, 3. And
Oh,
the athletic
yes.
move, Isaiah with. And oh, has to.
Oh, Darren Bassett says no.
Slam right there. Alex Smith. Oh! Go around, good press here. Stolen.
Rise up, boom!
With the alley. Oh! Oh, with his point guard skills, drives the lane, and a slam down right to the rim. Boom, shot the lock, Canadian slam. The beautiful lay attack. Down by Bartlett at the corner. What a shot!
Fast, Amen. Amen! And one.
Gets it. 2, 1, 3. And
Oh,
the athletic
yes.
move, Isaiah with. And oh, has to.
Oh, Darren Bassett says no.
Slam right there. Alex Smith. Oh! Go around, good press here. Stolen.
Rise up, boom!
With the alley. Oh! Oh, with his point guard skills, drives the lane, and a slam down right to the rim. Boom, shot the lock, Canadian slam. The beautiful lay attack. Down by Bartlett at the corner. What a shot!
Fast, Amen. Amen!
and one.
Gets it.
Getting 2, 1, 3. And
Oh, athletic
Yes.
move by Saigon.
oh, has to.
Oh, Darren Bassett says no.
Slam right there.
Alex Smith.
Oh!
Alright, good press here.
Stolen.
Rise up, boom!
With the alley. Oh! Oh, with his point guard skills, drives the lane, and a slam down right to the rim. Boom, shot the line, Canadian slam. The beautiful lay attack. Down by Bartlett. Here at the corner. What a shot!
Fast, Amen.
And one.
Gets it.
Getting 2, 1, 3. And
Oh, athletic
Yes.
move by Saigon.
oh, has to.
Oh, Darren Bassett says no.
Slam right there.
Alex Smith.
Oh!
Alright, good press here.
Stolen.
Rise up, boom!
With the alley. Oh! Oh, with his point guard skills, drives the lane, and a slam down right to the rim. Boom, shot the line, Canadian slam. The beautiful lay attack. Down by Bartlett. Here at the corner. What a shot!
Fast, Amen.
And one.
Gets it.
Getting 2, 1, 3. And
Oh, athletic
Yes.
move by Saigon.
oh, has to.
Oh, Darren Bassett says no.
Slam right there.
Alex Smith.
Oh!
Alright, good press here.
Stolen.
Rise up, boom!
With the alley. Oh! Oh, with his point guard skills, drives the lane, and a slam down right to the rim. Boom, shot the line, Canadian slam. The beautiful lay attack. Down by Bartlett. Here at the corner. What a shot!
Fast, Amen.
And one.
Gets it.
Getting 2, 1, 3. And
Oh, athletic
Yes.
move by Saigon.
oh, has to.
Oh, Darren Bassett says no.
Slam right there.
Alex Smith.
Oh!
Alright, good press here.
Stolen.
Rise up, boom!
With the alley. Oh!
Welcome back, everybody, to the ASEAN Basketball League game between the Bangkok Tigers and the Saigon Heat. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim, and Meng. And at the moment, Meng, Saigon Heat lead by 1 point, 46-45, outscoring the Bangkok Tigers in the second period, 20 points to 16, and the stats do not lie.
Yes, that's true. 46-45, Saigon Heat turning that deficit around in the second period right there. And, contrary to popular belief, Bangkok Tigers, even though have the second worst defense in the league so far, but they are the top blocking team in the league. They have 4
Isn't that
blocks.
ironic?
I know. They do have 4 blocks in the game today. Most of them coming from Wutipong Dasom. But Saigon Heat as well, doing well shooting from the field, as they've hit 20 out of 40 shots for 50% from the field.
Well, I'm very impressed at this game in general. 11 turnovers, so both teams keeping it under 10, and that is there was a challenge for some of the teams in the first Invitational in Singapore and second in Batam. So it's great to see when teams are improving. But like you said, you've got to do it at both ends of the floor. And the Cooley Bangkok Tigers, they've got to box out and they've got to attack the glass, and they've got to be more committed to that. At the moment, they are relying on their star import players, which is Gigi and also Freeman, to do the work to win the boards. Whereas the Saigon Heat, yes, they've got three very good bigs, and also Vo Kim Ban, who's also quite a long player. But you've got to get in there. You've got to hustle, Ming.
Yeah, that's true, you know, and interesting that you talked about the imports of Bangkok Tigers. The Bangkok Tigers new imports have slotted in perfectly with the existing team so far.
Oh, they've done a great job. I agree with you right there. Hand off to Gilliard. Good pass, drives, and that was a very, very good dish and a drive right there by the Saigon Heat. Stopped in their tracks by that foul right there. Ming.
Yeah, you know, and that's a great pick and roll again between Evan Gilliard and Hassan Thomas. Oh no, Jeremy Combs, I'm sorry.
I'm going to fine you a curry pup every time you get the name wrong.
Yes, you know, and Gilliard, just an electric point guard, able to punish with his speed, and then, you know, defenses just collapse around him, and that gives his roller a lot of space to attack.
Well, they've got to, this is why you mentioned about Gilliard with that dish right there earlier. They've really, really got to, you know, like, do a press on him, because when he gets going, no pun intended, when he gets a yard, he's just off to the races because he's so quick, he's so dynamic. Just ask the NS Matrix, they didn't D up on him in that game in Singapore, and he took a shot and he won the game for the Saigon Heat.
He had 38 points in that game.
he was great. He was fantastic. A great athlete. You know, that's almost a rip right there. No, gets it back. And shot clock violation. And that will be Saigon Heat ball.
Yeah, you know, just a pity right there, but good defense there by Saigon Heat player J.R. Holder, showing that he can do it on both ends, tying up the ball, you know, winding down the shot clock and forcing that shot clock violation.
There was a mistake right there by Augustus, GG, but the mistake is a learning curve as well. Thomas to Gilliard, Gilliard, a good pass. Thomas drives and attacks, yes! And he just got it over Wutipong Dasum, who's a very, very talented local player. Like I said, ABL champion 2014.
Yeah, you know, Wutipong Dasong has had 2 blocks in this game already, but he was never blocking that one by Hassan Thomas.
Oh! That's courageous. I'm surprised the referee didn't call something right there.
No, but I think the Saigon Heat player got the block clean right there.
No, there was a clean block. Look at it. Look, up. Oh! Yep. That's as clean as you get.
That's what Hassan Thomas is on the floor for.
Yeah, well, he's great. He's another great player. Very athletic bigs they have, the Saigon Heat. And also Evan Gilliard to the rim with a left-handed finger roll and finishes with the lay right there. Hits them with the layup. Jeremy Combs, 20 points, the leading scorer in this game.
Yeah, you know, and Bangkok Tigers have got to find a way to stop that pick and roll combination of Evan Gilliard and Jeremy Combs there.
They're down by 7 points at the moment. Frankie Dasum back on court. Up, gets a good basket right there from the baseline by Freeman. So he's very much keeping them, you know, very much tight in this third quarter. They had a very good first quarter. The Tigers outscoring the Saigon Heat 29-26. And goes around too easy and one.
Yeah,
the interior defense, again, I must have said those 2 words 6 times today, Ming.
Yeah, interior defense is the key for Bangkok Tigers here, but, you know, just a little bit too handsy. I thought there was good defense by Mr. Augustus Stone, or GG, but just a little bit too handsy from William Freeman behind the holder, and he commits the N1 foul.
So J.R. Holder from Atlanta, Georgia, in and out right there. Couldn't convert the 3-point play. Used to play for the Leicester Raiders. Corner releases for the shot. Couldn't get that to go, won't go. Good rebound, here they come in transition. Looking quite comfortable. It is. What more can you say? This is a fantastic run. And Cooley, you need to cool off with a timeout right now.
Yeah, you know, great timeout by the coach there. I don't think they've scored, or they've scored only 2 points since the start of the third quarter. But you know, the Bangkok Tiger player could do nothing there on the 2-on-1 break. But it was on the other end that I saw something encouraging. You know, Frankie de Som, he was on fire in the first quarter.
He was. He had the shooting bug. He kept it going. So Matt Van Pelt will be really, really happy with the adjustments that the Saigon Heat have made, and really, you know, at the moment they're using that pick and roll to their massive advantage.
Yeah, but I do want to see Frankie de Som take more of those shots, you know, especially with Jose taking on the ball handling responsibilities. That frees up Frankie to actually just spot up and shoot.
No, but they've got some great shooters on the Bangkok Tigers team. Not just Frankie Da Sum. You know, they've got a few other good local guys as well. And it's a really big shame that Kevin Da Sum, other Da Sum brother, is not playing here today. But he couldn't get out of work commitments in Thailand. So you know, it's a shame because he's a good outside shooter, even though he's carried a few injuries over the last couple of months, which he picked up right here in Malaysia in the Major Basketball League in December. He had a neck injury.
Yeah, you know. And Ben, you know, every Da Som brother is a different type of player, slightly different type of player.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you can't compare. It's like, you know, we're their parents. We can't compare them. We can't never compare your children. So we're not gonna compare these guys there. But they're very individualistic, talented, different basketball skill set. One can rebound, one can shoot, one is more about assists. And at the moment, the Bangkok Tigers trying to avoid falling into a little bit of a hole, pushing foul, 2 shots right here. And this is some much needed production for the Cooley Bangkok Tigers team.
Yeah, not much on the replay right there, but you can see that the Saigon Heat are just wary of the import of Bangkok Tigers already. GG there, driving to the rim, attracting 2 players.
A big shout out to Augustus's mother, Laurie. He asked me to say that when I met him to try to get some information about the game. He's from Maryland. Very nice guy. Went to West Virginia State. He studied a criminal justice degree.
Oh,
same degree as Xavier Alexander.
Oh,
yeah. So it's quite common with basketball players in the ABL to study criminal justice. Reggie Johnson, MVP, season 2016, studied criminal justice as well. So they know the latter of the law. Here comes GG. But again, couldn't get a good open look. They've got to space the floor a bit better here. Cooley Bangkok. Oh, great defense right here by Saigon. Flies to the rim and throws it down with authority and rattles that rim right there. Saigon Heat with authority. And that has silenced this crowd right here. What a triple. Oh, they needed that splash for the cash right there. Frankie Da Sum.
Yeah, you know, and the 5th 3-pointer in the game for Frankie Da Sum. Already missed the first one in the second half, but he's back on track.
Don't forget, everyone, we've got another game coming up after this. There's 2 games a night. Most games are at 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock Malaysian time, respectively, except on Sunday night, 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock. This Sunday, K. Oh, steal right here. The steal and the cashes it in right there. Mr. Jose New Chan Tabong.
Yeah, you know, and a great defensive switch there in terms of scheme by the Bangkok Tigers, playing somewhat of zone defense on that possession right there, forcing the turnover.
Oh, Gilliard from the outside. And he was just too open. You gave them that inch of space. He will punish you. Like I said, he's always a yard ahead on the floor and in your mind. Goes for the 3, miss. And they will try to reset and go again. Need to penetrate, if you ask me. There's the penetration and rise up and in by Wutipong Da Sum. Like you said, every Da Sum brings something to the floor. Something different, that is.
Exactly, you know, Wutipong Da Sum, sort of a glue guy for the Bangkok Tigers at the moment, playing a 1-3-1 or 2-3 zone. Bangkok Tigers
Huajang with a three-point attempt, in and out. So here comes Gigi. Thought about the step back. There it is. Bang! What a shot right there for Gigi. From Gigi, should I say, from downtown.
Yeah, you know, and as gamers say, you know, GG.com, good game there by Augustus Stone Jr.
That's right, and it's a 2-point ball game with a layup. Good defense. That's much better defense by the Cooley Bangkok Tigers. That's what I'm talking about, Ming.
Yeah, exactly. And Woodspong Dasom at the heart of it all. You know, he's been the guy to do all the dirty work, challenging shots, not getting blocks necessarily, but just challenging shots and making it hard for Saigon Heat to score.
Huajang, the man known as K, bounce pass. Thomas, no, turns it over. Turnover right there. That was a careless pass by Hassan Thomas. He just saw Jeremy Combs right in front of him, but Woodipong Dasum doing a very good defensive job on Combs right there earlier. So careless, but it makes it a very interesting game. Only 2 points separating these two teams.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, Hassan Thomas, not necessarily a playmaker out of the post, but he was expecting Woodipong Dasom to come forward to guard him, leaving Jeremy Combs open at the rim, but it wasn't the case as Woodipong Dasom professionally read him there.
Now he's good at that. That's his strength, really. His defensive IQ, prowess. He's really big, and that's why he's an ASEAN import, or an import really, in the ASEAN and Asian market. He's played for teams in Brunei. He's played, obviously he's Thai, so he plays in Thailand. He's played for other clubs in Southeast Asia and Asia as well. And he's a local, which is great to see. And he's been part of this league for a very, very long time. On a three. There's Frankie Dasum flying there, but mismatch. He'll fly. Yes. Great stuff there by Mr. JR Holder. I thought that was an and one.
Oh, and Woodipong Dasom might be down there.
This might really not just hurt Woody, but okay, little brother helping big brother there with the ankle. Ice, the team manager, on the floor.
Yeah, and if we look at the replay there, you know, Woodipong Dasom brave to challenge JR Holder at the rim there, but you know, JR, we sometimes mistake him as a pure shooter, but he finished absolutely well right there. You know, just I think just Woodipong Dasom just stepped on the foot of JR Holder as he landed there, twisted his ankle a little bit.
Ooh, he is really their marshal, their floor general of defense, and
this is going to be tough.
I hope he's okay.
This is going to be tough for the Bangkok Tigers.
It is down the stretch, and they've got some of their locals have to step up. Hiran Boteng, he's a good player. Ek Tanat, Bong Yu, and Afnan Charun Sam. Those are the options at the moment. So Napachai Bir Sumrit on court at the moment, 992. Let's look at this right here. He went, yeah, the land, how he landed as he rose up and tried to block JR Holder.
Yeah, was a good challenge there. JR Holder with the nice finish as well.
Let's see what they can run here. Needs a screen. No, on the drive. Where's the screen? No screen. In the lane, up. Ooh, almost split that Saigon Heat defense, but well done to Saigon for staying strong right there. Launches it. Bang! Great shot. Like a cowboy shooter who is super heated up, loaded, and ready to go to hit those targets from three-ball land.
Yeah, you know, Evan Gilliard, that was from Curry range right there. Was 3 foot behind the 3-point line and still made it.
Puts it up, the tip, no good. Outlet, pass. Here comes Gilliard. They got a body up on him. Fires, miss, rebound. They got to go hot, quick in transition. Dasum drives on Gilliard and scores it off the glass with that layup, and he looks injured right now. Ooh. Or no, I think this is a contact lens issue or challenge, shall I say. Referee's got to stop the game. Stop the game, ref. He has. And Frankie.
I do think you're right, Ben. You know, I think it's just a simple contact lens issue right there. Nothing too much as he bumped into the Saigon Heat player right there. But while that happened, while he was on the floor, Saigon Heat did draw a foul through Jeremy Combs.
So with Frankie Dassum going to the changing room to evaluate his eyes, the other locals of the Cooley Bangkok Tigers have to really step up, because it's a 2-possession game at the moment with 2.5 minutes to go before the end of the third period.
Can I add as well, Ben, you know, top scorer of Bangkok Tigers so far is Frankie Dassum. 18 points.
That's right. Gilead with another triple. He is just silencing all of us. He is hot from outside the arc. Well done. Here comes Cooley. They need to respond quickly. They're carrying some injuries at the moment. Turnaround bank shot, no good. Here comes Evan. Someone body up on him. He's got too much space. Blows by, flies underneath and in. He just sliced that Cooley Bangkok defense wide open with a can opener.
Yeah, you know, and that's the problem with a lightning quick guard that can also stroke it from the 3-point range. You know, if you try to close out to him, he'll read that and cut to the rim.
Check it out, Ming. Because of this run, it's a 9-point game. And we want a close game because we're very neutral here. We're not biased. We want to see close games between all teams. And it has been a very close game these first, well, including this quarter, the first 3 quarters. But down the stretch of the third, it's looking like, with the injuries that Cooley have, it's a struggle at the moment, but I'm very confident they can make a game of this and still make a game of this and go for a run. What say you, Ming?
Yeah, you know, well, you were speaking about needing the Bangkok Tigers other locals to step up, and Natapat Biamsurit stepped up right there, you know, drawing the foul among the trees. Getting to the line, missing the first free throw though.
And 1:36 to go. You need those shots to go down. Every shot goes down. And I spoke to Ice, their team manager. He's a very nice guy. He helped me with it, and my commentator partner Ardo with the pronunciations of the Thai players. And he did say this is a team, not for now, it's a team that we're trying to build for the future.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. Because don't forget, a lot of the Thai local guys, not many of them are contenders for the Thai national team. Shoots for 3, miss. That was Win Fuben. Here they come. Freeman wants the handle, wide open. Too late, but shoots for the 3. In and out. Easy rebound there for Jeremy Combs and Kevin Gilead. Body up. Don't let him shoot. Combs out. Gilead for the triple. Ooh, almost went down right there and landed in the tin. Here comes Jose. He's surveying. He's looking. Over 45 seconds to go before the third. They need something. They have been very cold in the last 2 minutes. Freeman in the lane. Freeman pump fake out. Shoots for the triple. Oh, way off right there. Here comes K. Wajang, Mr. Wiggle. Good pass with the skip pass. Fires. Miss. Rebound. Ming.
Yeah, you know, Evan Gilliard just forcing the issue right now. He thought that he was hot, but apparently he's not.
Well, take nothing away. He's one of my contenders for player of the game, him and Jeremy Combs. You know, don't forget about our Nasi Lemak bet. I've got that bet going with Ardo. Who do you think is going to win player of the game, everyone? Please leave us your comment on ASEAN Basketball League Facebook, YouTube, ASEAN Basketball League Instagram and Facebook, and click like and share on the YouTube social media platform. Hashtag back for more. What about the 3? Jose launches it. Bang! Good shot there, Mr. Jose. And right now, they're making a run for it. They'll try to go for the last shot. Saigon fires. And there's the miss right there. Meng, you wanted to desperately say something.
No, I was about to say, you know, that was a great shot there. Great clutch shot there by Jose, showing Evan Gilliard how to do it. from range. But 72-64 is the score at the end of the third.
Yeah, it is. That's the score at the end of the third. And let's have a look at the highlights right here. Some great entertaining basketball in the third period right here at Mama Stadium.
So what you waiting for? What you waiting for? Give them what they came for. This is what they came for. Long shot, but I got the reach. Pop, lock, now I'm off the leash. Mic drop, I ain't gotta preach.
One-on-one. J Ball. You do know this is my house, right? Yeah, it's my house too.
Take charge, no one can compete. I just do what comes natural. This is what they came for.
You're watching the ASEAN Basketball League Season 2023, Season 11. Hashtag back for more with me, Ben Ibrahim, and Meng. And at the moment, the Saigon Heat lead 72-64 after outscoring the Bangkok Tigers 26-19 in the third period. Meng, it was a very, very close first half, but that quarter belonged to Saigon because they played two-way basketball.
Yeah, you know, and you've been talking about the rebounds the whole game, and Saigon Heat have dominated boards, especially in the third quarter, grabbing 11 of them compared to only the 7 of Bangkok.
Well, they've got to do a much, much better job. And here, there is Augustus calling for the horn set. Looking for that double screen. And Thomas right there, trying to play D. Out, Jose blows by, good kick. Got a kick, but puts it up. No, that was a bit too ambitious right there. And Combs with the outlet pass. Here comes Gilead. Don't let him shoot. Got to put D up on him. He's on fire today. Hua Jung with the pass. Corner. Drives. And 2 shots for Win Fu Ven. Because of the reach and foul.
Yeah, and you know, Huynh, one of the better big man talents in Vietnam basketball. You know, better up and coming talents for.
Yeah, no, he's a great player, very confident guy as well, and he will have a chat to you and talk to you before a game. Very friendly chap. Doesn't say a lot, but you know, very respectful guy. Always saying thank you, and he listens to the games. And he told me in Batam that you know he likes certain games where the highlights were done and stuff like that. So he watches the game. He's a student of the game, and according to his teammates, I asked them. They said that yeah, he's always watching film, doing a lot of homework, hardworking guy. It's great to see.
Oh, that's great to hear, man.
No, I mean these are good guys, all of them. I can say that everybody here in the league is good. 3, miss, won't go. Here's Kwa. Out, swing, fake, and shoot. Bang! No surprise right there. Mr. Gilead, Chicago. He's from the Windy City, and no wind could block that three-point shot with the way he's shooting it from the arc. The steal, and will he rise up, and boom! Saigon Heat style. And right now, Saigon Heat starting this quarter with a lot of fire, and they want to put this game to bed very, very early right here in the fourth quarter, Meng.
Yes, you know, Saigon Heat turning defense into offense, but back on the court right now is Bangkok Tigers top scorer, Frankie Dasson.
Well, they need him. They need him. They need his vision. They need his shots. Good defense right there by Fuven. That's what I said. Playing two-way basketball.
Do not challenge the Vietnam Tower, man.
Well, they've got a lot of them, you know. They've got the local guys, and they've got the international guys.
But I think Fuven is taller than all of the imports.
Yeah. He's a very tall athlete.
Does need to put on a little bit of weight, but
No,
you know.
he needs to bulk up. He's got a low skin fold at the moment. Good pass by Gilead and an easy left-handed lay and finish and hit him with a layup right there with Kwajang.
Mr. Wergel.
You know, he jiggled it to the rim right there easily. No problem.
I still haven't seen his free throw routine yet.
He hasn't gone to the line, so
Exactly.
he doesn't need to. And I don't at the moment. Good pass. Here we go. Jam! Hang time. Hassan Thomas right there. And fantastic, entertaining stuff from the man who used to play for the Illinois Chicago Flames in the NCAA. Timeout called.
I know, man, and a great timeout called there. Really needed to stop this momentum from Saigon Heat. Bangkok Tigers seems a little bit unsettled by the aggressive defense of the Saigon Heat in this fourth quarter. Sorry.
Don't forget, Meng, at the 5-minute mark of this game, we have to call our nasi lemak bet. If you're all wondering what that is, nasi lemak is a very nice dish right here in Malaysia. And it's basically coconut rice with eggs and chicken and hot sambal sauce. And we as commentators, we always make a bet who we think is going to be the player of the game. And the loser has to buy nasi lemak. In Batam, it was nasi goreng. Obviously, we're very Asian here, showing our love for rice. And we weren't the commentators in Singapore, but I'm sure the commentators there, maybe it was chicken rice.
Maybe it was.
Or char kway teow, who knows?
A lot of food on the table.
Definitely, and I think the chow that these guys will eat after this is great. Don't forget, a lot of the teams are just staying in a hotel 5 minutes walking distance from Maba Stadium here in downtown Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Freeman out. Dasum. Give him an open look so he can get a shot. Good defense here by Saigon. Goes for the two. Yes! And Jose with the baseline jumper.
Great off the ball movement there from Jose, you know, reading his point guard's eye and looking for the open space.
I'm a little bit disappointed, Meng, that that they've gone on a run right here, Saigon. I thought it'd be a lot closer than that. Evan off the fake. Screen there by Fuven. Good screen by Fuven. Evan dancing, driving, running. Gets the bounce and roll and the Mahaba. That's what you call the Mahaba bounce. And he gets it right there. I'm calling it early. Evan Gilead, my player of the game.
Man, I do think Jeremy Combs is still top scorer of the game and will be player of the game here today.
Steal right here. Will they go for the flash? Oh! They went for the long pass right there. Couldn't finish. GG, left hand, and he's fouled. And he will get 2 shots, and much needed too.
Yeah, you know, Saigon Heat just keeps building on their confidence, trying to go showtime right there, but just lacking that little bit of airtime.
Well, they were trying to guide it in right there off that lob pass. And they have been the better team. They started a bit sluggishly because the Bangkok Tigers were shooting it really, really well from the outside. But then they didn't play defense. They didn't box out, and they didn't play defense very well in the second period, from my observation. Continued that a little bit in the third, but they improved in the third, the Kuli Bangkok Tigers. But key injuries to Wudipong Dasum, Frankie Dasum, the 2 Dasum brothers that really took the sting out of their rhythm.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, the missing Wudipong Dasum, their defensive linchpin here in this game, is a big loss for them.
So they were in rhythm, they were going really well, but they were just rattled a little bit. But they gotta keep going, it's not over yet. Fuven! I can just imagine the fans in Saigon Heat. In Saigon, I'm sure they're watching this right now. Very passionate fans to the fans of Saigon who are in Vietnam. Xin chào. And kam ung to all our viewers in Saigon. Sorry, Ming.
Yeah, just pointing out a little bit of a small detail that the fans might have missed there. You know, Tim Waller.
That's right. You got it right. You have redeemed yourself. No, okay.
I don't need to give
with
you
the curry puff.
Yeah. So Tim Waller there, you know, just doing the dirty work. That won't turn up as a steal on his, you know, stat sheet, but it is you know, I don't think he meant that injury right there. I think it's just a cramp.
He did it. He's not. I mean, look, I've commentated on Tim over the years, and he's given us feedback as commentators over the years, which is very nice of him. Very constructive and very polite, you know, and to the point as well. And his family is also giving us some feedback to Jasper and Auntie Van. He is a very introverted guy. He doesn't say much. He's more of a quiet leader, you know, and
leads by example.
Very much so, very much so. And the fact that he can speak English well, he can speak fluent Vietnamese, that's a really, really big plus point. And you need someone like that to blend in the guys who can't speak Vietnamese, which are the imports, you know, and to assimilate them with Vietnam culture, because how things are done in Vietnam are different to other parts of the world.
Yeah, no doubt. And, you know, a really just professional presence, you know, in the Saigon Heat organization that is able to help the young players develop.
Yeah, well, big shout out to Connor Wynn and also Henry Wynn, the ownership and the management of the Saigon Heat. They've done a very, very good job over the years, you know, chipping away at this Saigon Heat team from the days of Tony Gabalato and to Kyle Julius and to Kevin Yurkus, and now with Matt Van Pelt. You know, really, really good coaches who really were committed to the blueprint of Saigon Heat basketball, which was all about developing local talent, which is connection with their local league, which they've done a very, very good job. And that's why the Vietnam national team has tasted podium success at the Southeast Asian Games.
Man, you know, this injury, speaking about injuries, you know, Bangkok Tigers seem to have found their groove early in this game, lost Woodpong Da Som, and now might face another absence here from one of the new imports, no less.
And that's really disappointing. I feel for them, because William Freeman, he's had a very, very good game with 12 points. He's in a bit of foul trouble, though. That's why he had to weather the storm in the third period. But very much him and Dasum, the offensive machines, and also Stone as well, Augusta Stone. Those three played extremely well today. They lack a bit of depth, I will be honest, the Cooley Bangkok Tigers, but they have a lot of heart, and they're a young team. Their team manager, Ice, always tells me, Ben, don't forget, we're a young team.
Hey man, Ben, you know, you mentioned that this is a team built for the future. Obviously, they still want to compete now. That's why they brought in the new imports, new competitive imports, new elite imports for them to compete against. But just
good screen by Phu Ven. Tim Waller with the hook, and he hits it right there. His first 2 points of the game. Tim Waller.
Yeah, you know, Waller just making use of his size to bully a smaller defender down in the post.
Well, he's a big guy, strong guy as well. Drives the lane and tried to attack it. Oh, good defense. Good defense by Phu Ven, but Jose tries to get it back. Got to get it over half court. Quickly. They're counting. The referee, that's it. Phu Ven, footwork, rush, put back. No. Attempted put back, shall I say. Second chance, but couldn't get that to go. Over 5 minutes to go before the end of this game. Step back. Couldn't get that to go down. Great rebound there by Gilead. As he goes in transition, will he go coast to coast or will he share the ball? Fires. Miss. Rebound. It's a bit sloppy right here at the moment for Cooley. They've got to space it better. Space the floor. Looking. Surveying. Out. Jose. Hesitant. Dasum for the three. Miss. Mr. Kwajang right here taking his time. Now we're seeing more locals for the Saigon team. That's Mun Ang. Yu Mun Ang, number 7. Phu Ven, Gilead. Phu Ven with the screen. Good screen to create some separation. Oh, look at that move by Gilead. Tim couldn't put it away. Tim Waller and Ming break it down.
Man, you know, Afnan Charasan was ready to provide help. He was expecting Evan Gilliard to get past the defense of Frankie Dassom. But Frankie Dassom, on his to his credit, you know, did the right thing there, forcing Evan Gilliard to his weaker right side. And that's why Afnan was able to come up with the block.
Well, that was a good block, and they unfortunately a little bit too late. You know, they need to take that. What they need to do when they watch this game on film is to really look at their defense. Oh, great catch and drive right there. Tim Waller with his second basket of the game, 4 points tonight.
Yeah, that was a great inbounds play, Ben. You know, creating a distraction with the players cutting up and through, and then a great cut by Tim Waller.
Absolutely. Oh, for the reverse, and the score right there by Cooley. Chipping away at it. They're still quite a bit down. 19 points. Waller, can he get 6 points? It looked like, I wouldn't be surprised if the referee called travel, but it was a foul. So 2 shots for Big Tim.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Tim in an all-local lineup for Saigon Heat at the moment, and he's the leader on the floor. He's the go-to scorer for Saigon Heat now. As Matt Van Pelt letting some of the substitutes get on the court.
Yeah, no, it's great to see that Mr. Matt Van Pelt is going with their local guys. And I'm just going to mention their names. Number 13 is, you got Win An Kiat. Then you got, obviously, you got Vo Kim Ban, who doesn't play very much minutes. And then Pak Vun, number 6. He's quite good as well. So it's great. It's great to see that Matt Van Pelt is giving. Tim Waller will play a big role here. They're playing a zone defense. Cross-court pass. Out. Wing. They want them to shoot. Ooh. Oh, knocks it down right there. Great shot. So it's looking like, with the exception of Jose, is local to local.
Yeah, you know, GG just knowing how to attack that zone defense there. And Waller knows how to attack this Cooley Bangkok Tigers defense.
Well, fills it up from the paint. Tim Waller, I'm really happy for him because he's getting minutes, he's getting buckets, and that will lift his confidence. Jose for the 3. Miss. Way off.
Interesting fact about Win An Kiat here. I spoke to Tim earlier in the game. Oh, that's an offensive foul though by Tim.
Blocking foul, so he can get a bit. Well, he's more of a defensive type player. So really look out for Win Jak Nyan, number 47 for Saigon. He's quite good as well. Quite a good defensive weapon. So don't forget, a lot of these guys were the nucleus of the Vietnam national team, and don't forget the SEA Games in June this year, not far away. Corner, launches it high, nice. Ooh, that was that foul on 3 shots? 3 shots, so that will give the Cooley Bangkok Tigers some confidence.
Yeah, I actually thought number 25 from Cooley Bangkok, Yaktanat Tong Yu, he rushed his shot a little bit, but you know, got lucky there, being fouled by the Saigon Heat player.
And this is Ektanat Tong Yu. And even though I'm pronouncing his name with the Thai pronunciation, that is how he has taught me to say his name. They're very proud of their Thai heritage. It's great to see. Sawadee Krap to all our viewers in Thailand. Great sporting country, Thailand. Great sporting country. Waller. Oh, stolen right there. Not the greatest pass. Ooh. GG finishes and sticks it in right there. Timeout called.
Saigon Heat, you know, Coach Matt Van Pelt wants to talk things over, not happy with what he's seeing from his backups.
Well, I don't want to call them the backups. I want to call them the local guys. I really want Matt Van Pelt to really stick with his locals. Give them a chance. They need minutes. You know, they need comment. Look at that. Look at that by Phu Ven. He's a good two-way player, offense and defense. These guys need minutes, and that will just give them. Look at that by Waller right there, and he's dangerous in the paint.
Yeah, Ben, there's always that debate between locals and imports. Who do you play? Are you playing to win, or are you playing to develop talent? And I think Coach Matt Van Pelt juggles a hard job of trying to keep a balance between both.
That's right. And don't forget, once upon a time, when the ABL first started, it was 3 ASEAN imports and 2 overseas imports, and then it went to 2 imports, 2 ASEAN imports, and 2 in season 2013, and 2 overseas imports. And we were predominantly seeing American imports, but over the years, guys like Sam Diguara, and we saw other European players as well come into the game. Some from Nigeria as well. Waller, pump fake, Waller, yes! And he might be on double digits, Tim Waller, right now, or he's just shy of it. No, 1 point of double digits. That will give him some confidence.
Yeah, Waller, knowing that no one on the Bangkok Tigers can defend him at the moment.
He's a big, strong guy. Look at that. Look at that hustle. Look at that discipline to trying to win the board right there. Tim Waller, the warrior.
Yeah, he just does the basic things right. Boxing out there, not allowing his opponent to get inside position.
Thought should have taken the shot, but good defense by Saigon. And Saigon will take this game, no disrespect. They're looking the goods. 94-77. And this is one player, everyone, and who joined the team quite late.
Very interesting name though.
In the Batam League. Yep, this is Boteng.
Yeah. Hiran Boteng not necessarily a typical Thai name.
Not necessarily, but it is what it is right there. So yeah, he joined midway through the Batam invitation. He didn't start deflection, but they get it back right here. Here's checking out with the pass, Waller. Oh, there's another turnover. Should drive the lane, pump fake, and put that away. That's a gimme right there. Outlet pass. Controlling it, not trying to turn the ball over. They're just taking their time. They know they've got this. Screen by Waller on the drive. Lost the handle. Here they come. Cooley Bangkok. Dish. Drive. Good D. Very, very good D by Saigon. Matt Van Pelt will be happy with that. Baseline. Fake. And puts it away right there. That's Ankiat. Rise up. Get it back. Couldn't put it away. Boteng, can he take a shot? Not the greatest screen. That's where it's the turnover right here. And Tim, flush it down. No, not quite. He's smiling at the moment. He wanted to give us a dunk, but that's his 11th point of the game. And I'm so happy for him because he will take this game with double digits, and that will lift his confidence because he told me he's always trying to show the management, the coaches in a very good way. Like, look, I'm there. I'm a starting player. So it's great to see.
Yeah, and he's a player that can fit with any sort of lineup. He does everything on the court. You need him to score. He's showing it right now. You need him to defend. He does that already at an elite level. Tim Waller, just a player to learn from. All the youngsters watching the stream right now, a great professional player, does everything on the court and always supported by his teammates there. 2 free throws made there.
Well, that will give the Cooley team some confidence, but again, I'm not going to say any more on what they need to do to improve Ming, but my word is D for defense. So what about you, man?
No, I think they just need a little bit of luck, They did well in the first half, keeping up with tied first place Saigon Heat, but then just lost 2 of their, you could argue, key players. Wipong Dasom and their new import, William Freeman. falling to injuries.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing that the Cooley Bangkok Tigers have to look at, because if Dasum is injured, if Freeman is injured, and Kevin and Frankie Dasum is injured, they need to get Kevin Dasum back here ASAP. And he's supposed to play today, but he couldn't make it because of work. So they'll have to look at other options if certain their star players, Dasum, Freeman, and Dasum, the two Dasum brothers and Freeman, can't play for the rest of the tournament. I hope not. I really, really hope not. But I've seen this movie before.
And the third Dasum brother, Kevin Dasum, it is on the 12-man roster for the KL circuit. So we might be seeing him in the next game or so. He is a 3-and-D sort of player, which might replace Ruben Dasum well.
34.8 seconds to go. It is the Saigon Heat who control the second half of this game. It was very, very tight in the first half. Great game to watch, but Saigon Heat playing two-way basketball for the three. Miss. Good rebound. Out. Looking. Baseline. Got a kick. Good defense, Saigon. Got to watch that shot clock. Shoot now. Release. In and out for the three-point attempt. Got to get it over half court. The referee is counting. Ooh, almost right there. I was counting as well. The swarming defense right here, and that is the end of this game. The Saigon Heat instrumental in the second half, and they take this one. The Bangkok Tigers, Ming, it was a tale of two halves.
Yeah, for sure, man. Saigon Heat coach Matt Van Pelt did the necessary adjustments right there. First half closed as any game, and in the second half just made the right adjustments, created that big lead, and ended up in a 17-point win for the Saigon Heat.
Well, we're gonna look for the player of the game very, very shortly. The stats gonna come in, and let's have a look at the highlights right here.
Been a great game so far, as we do wait for the post-game interview right here. We take a look at the full-time stats. 98-81 is your final score for the game. Saigon Heat out-rebounding the Bangkok Tigers Basketball Club 44-31. Shooting well from the field as well, 54%. And most importantly, forcing the turnovers, 21 points from turnovers for the Saigon Heat, while Bangkok Tigers only 12 fours. But the story of the game has been the unlucky streak for the Bangkok Tigers, losing both of their both of the key players. Wuipong Dasom has been instrumental on the defensive side of the ball in the first half, falling to an ankle injury, and then their new import, William Freeman, although having 4 fouls, also twisted his ankle late in the fourth quarter. We will keep an eye out on the injury status for these 2 players. But Saigon Heat will take this game 98-81 right here as Ben gets ready for the post-game interview with Jeremy Combs. They're right on the court right here. And starting now.
Thanks very much, Ming. We're here with our player of the game, Jeremy Combs. And he's so tall, he has to stoop down right to me right now. But Jeremy, an outstanding game there today. A great win, 2-way basketball, won you the game.
Yeah, it was a great game. We came out and we got the job done. We're just happy to get the win and move on to the next game.
Now the next game, taking on the Hong Kong Eastern team. No disrespect to the Bangkok team, a very, very good offensive unit. What adjustments do you need to take from this game to the Hong Kong game, because they are one of the favorites for the championship?
We approach every game the same way. I mean, we're going to come out and play hard, and I like our chances.
All right. And a final message to the ASEAN Basketball League fans all around the world, family, friends, and of course, the supporters.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for coming out. I mean, we're trying to come out and give y'all a great show every game. We appreciate all the support, and we're going to keep it going.
Thanks very much, Jeremy. So, great game, brother, and we'll see you in the next one. Don't forget, everyone, in the next half an hour or so, we've got another game right here at Maba Stadium, the game between the NS Matrix of Malaysia and Louvre Surabaya of Indonesia. My name is Ben Ibrahim, and on behalf of Meng, myself, and all our team right here at the ASEAN Basketball League production team, thank you for watching, but don't go away. The next game is coming up very, very shortly, right here on the ASEAN Basketball League.
This broadcast of the ASEAN Basketball League may not be reused in any way, shape, or form without an express written consent of the ABL.